Yeah, okay. Karseled-Doff was talking about me honoring my own code of ethics, which I've already self-defined, anatomically speaking, with each letter and combination. At any given time, even my hind. The tin in the hind, in thine. So, and tine also. I'm putting my bread on the line. It's my head, my dough height. What am I thinking? Well, I can clearly read my ass and my yeast that rises and my be red to tread on. So I'm looking at Karseled-Doff and I'm like, well, let's honor my own code of ethics. I've already brought, but Karseled-Doff doesn't really care to look there. Or any yet where or were. Okay, so let's just say that unanimously as any woman, he puts a hyphen D on it. N-I-T. I was thinking, honoring my own code of ethics, his name is C-A-R-C-E-L. Take that R and just extend that little tail all the way down to the ground for no reason. The R is now an N. Anatomically speaking, even R is R, A-R-E, N is now. So C-A-R, that is now C-A-N-C-E-L, is cancel. Oh, but he can cane in cancel, cane as in sugar, and let's remember, the slaves brought the sugar to the people in England, okay? The slave trade was of sugar, was candied by black people. Cane. Let's talk about that. Or let's not. So I've got a number of comments on me. I'll get to you when I can. I'm working right now, and it may be wise to consider that you're stepping on the toes of someone else on the other side of ether. G-E-T-H-E-R-E-A-D. Who would be reading, but you're kind of jacking doffed in between. Me thinks. So there is something curious about people feeling the need to comment on me when I clearly stating I'm not thinking of hyphenated you. And then commenting more importantly on my language that it's stupid. I'm like, well, why don't you just let it be stupid then? Go your own way. You know? Why mention? It's not really having an essay, because the only a suitable essay would you brought E-I-D. So my new chapter is S parentheses P A Y E I D. So where the competitive marketplace jacks doffs to toot toff for no reason, and you could talk to Carcel about that, as long as you want to fictionalize that you have any desire in life, as reason even, to express it, to cause someone to stare and regard it there, or here as there, to be aware that you thought of anyone. You're presuming on me as a female that I am grandiose if I do not honor that you hyphenated duck, buck, fuck, and tuck, hyphen T, toft. If I do not honor that you laid down your price for no reason you ever thought. Clearly, because you're still tagging on me for no reason. Sought or taught. So I don't really know what to do except I can look into how to keep you from commenting on me so it's a cleaner palette for other people to see. It's a thought. I mean, certainly you would do that to me. The only thing that I can prove is my theory. You're stupid, and this is the testament. It's the testate of doft, and you're proving you want to be doft, and that your want is not really desire because that choice has not ever been made available. So you disregarding me, thinking that you have laid down your life when it's fucked and tucked, hyphen toft, is not only not honorable, it's purposely dishonorable. And the only dishonorable gain that you can get for that is to keep adding on nit, N-I-T. Okay? So clearly, me pushing my agenda is illustrating doft, and your Bible-bled doft, and your law for the people under God is doft, and you're supporting doft. Okay? Exercise your with-ill as long as you can. It's slow work, you know. I'm only one person here, but you're not. You're a fraction doft of a slice of shiv-shives, okay? Where shiv and shive is the knife and a slice of bread. And your bread is sliced, fraction doft, all the time. Because you're reeled doff, R-E-E-L. You have not thought even through. And that's very obvious. So, you know, keep illustrating your lack of self-worth and call it toy would want, would dow with want, because it's only adding dup. You're adding dup so you can get dup back. Okay? Anywhere you pass the route I fact for no reason to actually last. So, what else? You don't want to give it a go. Okay? You're not here as the vet to give vet a go, to give venerable vent a go either. You're here as a hyphen. If you post on me with your stupidity that I'm not measuring dup to you, to toy you would, yeah, okay, so yeah, you're trying to execute doftmanship and get the hyphenated one up on doft, okay? One up and dup and pup and whatever and tup on doft, okay? It's all hyphenated. You prefer bigot, hyphenated. You prefer to be the bigot than be, e.g., the example OT over time. That would be an honest way to earn your reward as being your where. A.D. Ret tooth the care. See? A-R-E-A-D. Obviously, since you're, I can't, you know, let's not make this overwrought. I just have to what's his name? Jackass. Can we just fill in the blank? You always think that tagging off on me is a way to stir up more of what I have to give. I might think that you should consider that I had an over 10-inch fibroid in my uterus. Center wall stalk basically filled the whole fucking uterus. From what I can gather, how big a uterus is. So I would prefer it if you were not jacking doft on me. You can't both complain. You can't complain that I'm stupid and what I'm saying is meaningless, and to keep tagging me with your meaning for no reason. By the way, I did put something on Twitter. So who is it? Bean? For the love of God. Oh, sure. Please speak English. Well, Bean, they said that I have unlegible responses here. Please note that's not a fucking word. Okay. I'm just making shit up. Because you've only conspired and consired hyphenated luck. But the point is, P is place, put a hyphen with it, you put it all over the place as your face. So you can always find it and make shit up. It still doesn't matter, okay? You're peddling fiction as your conviction. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird for some people to weigh in, like, oh, we see you on the Earth Cam and you're eating, that's not pretty. Z. I can only imagine you're a big pot-bellied pig over there, and you're the type of person that wears that big ball cap where you put your beers here and you put a big, like, siphon straw right here, and you reach down and you feel your little dick, and you make shit up in your imagination to get off, okay? The bottom line is you're a miser. You have no real wealth, and you can't recognize it, okay? Again, it's another prelude for no reason that you think reflecting on me, what I'm doing, does not entertain you enough? Does not meet your standards of living? You've not brought an egg, e.g. example G gave, all right? You didn't give grace or gravity for you to tear weight as packaging and ag on the agriculture where we land to date. Honestly, face to face, one-on-one. You're out. Buzzer, drop that big berry ass right out of there. Willy Wonka. That one's bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to fill in the gaps. What is it like to be you? Weighing in on someone who's not meeting your standard of jacking doffed to get toffed. And you have to use your imagination because your little Willy doesn't know any other way to yank and wank and try to imagine someone would actually want it to date. So, hey, yeah, I eat a lot. And you over there are not providing it, you're providing NIT, N-I-T. And obviously, D-O-B, date of birth, put some hyphens in it, it serves you. Otherwise, I would gander, you'd be doing something else. Keen. By example, if you wanted to see, actually. Yeah, let me repeat that. Get it on the video. Carcel, Bible bled doff, cancel bled doff, your arc you sell led doffed, whatever your name is. I see that some people are like, her name is Angela Cook. So what you're not seeing when you click on a YouTube video, you know, under the title, there's a little area that gives a little blurb, and under that there's a link that says show more. Click on that and you should have some information to go. If you're able to use your eyes with your own question as blessed staple, you can find numerous ways to contact me. Okay? So stop jacking doft on me with Gina, give me your name, or whatever it is you're doing. Okay? I'm more than well framed in terms of how you can get in touch with me. You don't have to go around me and talk to another jacked off so you can then post on me that you're a stag on your own stage. That you can only give away to another jacked off, okay? Provisionary. It's not your value. You're treating me. See, it's a curious double standard. I'm treated like I'm secret, that I'm not being transparent. I am being very transparent. The double standard is then you get someone like Bama on my Earth Cam saying, all you do is eat, that's not pretty. I'm like, you know what, fuckface. The only lay you're going to get is stupid, because that way you can match and catch your stupid conversation. You know? Seriously. Let's just keep that hat in mind. In my NEM, silent consensus, min mind. I'm lending the silent value for 0, an honest 0, to the CHEARODE, to return it, knit, KNIT, back to me. All right? You are just standing doft because for all intents and purposes, you've never thought you think you can. And you think women are there to take it. Come around. Put something out there for me to get some traction on. And own your ass as sound. Like this. Treading on it. Treading and breading. Oh, I have faith in Doft, okay? I could throw a blind dart out there and I could get a Doft. But the fact of the matter is, I actually prize my own life and my own time. I know Doft is going to find me. Because Doft needs a protein cache. He just doesn't know. He doesn't know he's talking to the nail. Okay. It would. Sorry. For you don't know that misunderstood has a capital M. You can test me. Really, what it all comes down to is putting a marketing force behind me. I've already have shit in the storehouse. What else? Yeah. And why would I want to market? To cause a division between me and Doft. Stupid. Why? Because I'm tired of Doft. Tired of fitting Doft. And I'm all for and forward and forge. Forging go odd d-o-f-f-t. Take off an item of clothing. I suggest an honest hat of hydrogen. It's utterly ugly that someone thinks that they can presume on me that I'm not entertaining enough for them to look at or regard at any given time, because what you don't like about me, I can assure you, you've not given me beauty, and you've not given me value. You've not given me sustainability, and your opinion is yank and wank on your own little penis sty, the I, okay? And the ID, it's hyphenated. So I suggest to you, manly man, go screw some dudes, because you're already doing that in the marketplace. So that dudes, for no reason, will have your back. For no reason, thief end. That way, you wouldn't have to vainly pretend to prostitute that you brought a value, AD, through your you, through toy you that would, hyphenated, woo. No, you're not laying the groundwork, and you're not the time. I make the time because I am the time. Therefore, the ref for and reef, I take the time. Even vent, then vent to tell. Lay your I and your ID, your identity. Seriously. Don't like my ranting? You have no context for my ranting. Oh yes, I'm just jacking off my head. You're just projecting on me, because that's what you do. You know, there's some irony about there's some irony about having unintelligible views on on rape, etc., on justice things that concern most people's convictions and emotions for no reason. And I'm intending no disrespect to the 12-year-old girl where Carcel is, because he's part of the container doft, to pass a doft and pretend like he didn't, to pretend like he provided a choice when there's no choice. So really, if you're going to stand in a container doft to ta for no reason, and your money isn't virtue, and your God is doft as you are, you're not protecting anything, okay? And anyway, there's something very funny and ironic about me having an out of the box quality of pardoning someone whose bad mark most people despise. They despise the thought of. And then to verify and fortify it with what they see as extreme babble. Dabble babble. It's like the knit tone, NIT tone, can't be brought. And yet they're trying to angle Toft, like, oh, well, we of good value, we never do that, and we do not pass that value on. But I'm all doing what in their eyes dabble babble, and they can't add a knit tone, an NIT tone. it's going to go anywhere. So I get to keep my opinion, and they can't square. Or they could just say, like, pretend like I'm jacking off by calling me crazy, and, that I have dabble babble language, but, their convictions are dabble babble, their emotions are dabble babble, and their love is dabble babble, their honor's dabble babble, and their choice they have to offer is dabble babble. Oh, let's not forget the blatant, unlegible dabble babble. That's not a word. Goody. I said your God is doffed, okay? You simply showed me. Honestly, I don't need you to show me. I already know it, okay? I got plenty of doffs showing me. Hey, look, I get better doff than that dud. That dude doffed. All right. You try and get back to your convictions of what you didn't hand off, stupid, versus what you didn't hand off, D-O-F-F. And tin-tined and your hinhind, shine net tooth, shine net the tooth, shine eat the tooth, shine shin hind, eat the tooth. To pass it, pitch it, B-L-A-C-K-T, to the night, nigh height. Time for completion. The thing that's really bothersome to Carcel, look at his, go here. I was trying to see if I could, so he's going to my Bicycle Girl website. For your information, that's my sussing. If that was the comment from Bicycle Girl, okay? So why are you believing in me and my sussing and both condoning me for me not fitting it at your same time, you think you're providing my time? Let me explain this again. I did the sussing. Who is this that is commenting on me? I bet it is the Bicycle Girl. Why? You're saying that I don't know anything. That this is my experience, that if I can sense someone I fucking never met who I'm talking to through the ethers, do your work, Carcel. I've never met this person. Okay? And this whole thing has grown because I have a fucking spirit you do not own. So let's get that straight for starters. Why are you going to a little rinky-dink, very staid video of me talking about my experience on a trail being jacked off by a person who was biking? Why are you weighing in on that? And then saying that I do not know this person when very explicitly I do understand spite. And I do understand people that live by spite. Okay? Why are you coming to me to deny me my past on your sty eye? That you, T-EYE-T. You sight and sty tight. Honestly, I think your biggest beef with me, and I've never met Richard Yeakel either, okay? But he had the courage to put his name on my EarthCam and comments and pictures. And so I have a better feel for him. And as far as feelings matter, why don't you go reference Rich wrote, Sharon wrote, etc. And you see how accurate I am in feeling out their situation over there, having never met them. Okay? Then let's talk about going out on a limb. I have a website and Rich's name. Okay? etc. And if I was not able to feel my way and be able to see illusion from what's really happening, this wouldn't be here for you to mark on for no reason. Your big beef is twofold. One, my value can pardon Rick Eagle from his sins that you are persisting tone on me malfeasantly. You right here, when we look at your whole zeitgeist is to be against Rick Eagle. See if I could get that. It says, besides you having 0 subscriptions, so you just, and you've got this little, off the cuff thing, besides you having 0 subscribers, which indicates to me that you've just made your YouTube avatar up so that you can have some zeitgeist, some spirit of the times. You got your hackles up. You want to be current with your cur you rent because you don't want me to rent it. Furthermore, you do not want me to pardon Rick Eagle of his sins that you're still stinting with hyphens. I'll read it to you in case the video fagged out. Texas law allows for surgical castration for multiple charges of sexual offenses. Might I suggest you're a persistent eunuch at this point with what you've already virtually misspent. Let's see what else you have to say about yourself. 3 strikes, you're out. 1 more to go, Rick Eagle. Show more. Headed for your 3rd count as you read this description. What are you a predictor of character you have lent to be backed without hyphens in it? And how would your character presume to do that without any do? D-E-W-E-A-D. You brought and cur you rent currently would have among you, you showy worthless thing. Just saying. That's very malfeasant. You set this up right to get right on board, to have an essay that you just made up to pretend you can ford, which would be shallow, DG, thank God, put that D in a parentheses and call it forge. As in forgery versus forge in terms of metal on the forge. Heating metal makes it stronger. You're just a jackass to go longer. Okay? So I think it's twofold. I think it's twofold about you. You have to hold Richard Yeakel as your prisoner 2 by 2 because your big fear is you've already screwed and you can't look like the good guy if Richard Yeakel gets off. Okay? The fact is you are not the good guy. And you never were. You were bigot, bigot, hyphenated. You never were B-E-G-O-T. Be the example over time, even through the Tao. You're not the heir, okay? You're a jacked-off. You're the nail son talking to the screw that sold you the wood with hyphens, dudes. Your world and your concept of your world and yourself would become unhinged. For me, pushing and producing my own transcription. Heathen, head and hand in high definition, and you would have no part in tit. And quite frankly, I'm okay with that. Bottoms up. Too. Trying to figure out if I need to block people's comments or if I have to go in there every time and empty the trash. Seeing what I can do. This isn't about -u, okay? You're not even rational in what you're asking me to do for you. If my babble is lacking circumspection, why even mark on it? Except that it has to do with your emotional conviction that you are the value holders. Yet you can't even fucking use your own word right when you're criticizing me. Unlegible? I don't know. I couldn't find the word in the dictionary. Now, I afford me making my own fucking words up. Understanding what ly is as a suffix for relationship. So I may add that on where it's not currently in origin of the word. That's always been in the competitive marketplace for no reason, thief end. But I don't get what you're doing that on me. You're saying I'm psychobabble. You're marking on me unintelligibly. And you want me to believe anything about you, particularly your little image of family values? Great. It's not about you, hyphens. You get to have a sneak peek. Judas Iscariot in origin is peephole. And someone on the other end has engineered this as much as I have to invert what he is on the inside. So essentially, you have no hand in dohand, D-O-H-N, D-O-H, or even D-H, Doctrine of Humanities designated hitter. Not unless you pay. So if and when you do understand it, it is my understanding that your body's going to inform you what you can do and what you can't. So if you jacked off on me and I have to impress on you that you're a jackass, nail son, and explain a few things to you, what's really going on here, and back tit top, you didn't bring the time, nor can you, and your ads, for no reason, can't supply ID. Among Jew, goo, you googa, you showy worthless thing. So that quite well understood, I would suggest starting looking within and seeing what you can do without on the same even spout and sprout contextually to hand out o-u-g-h-t. You be the time if you're going to speak of any value, AD, and you think it through and you suffer the contingency in advance by thinking it through before you pass your artificial hat at. Because we're not there yet where we can eat the time and pass the hat at tone, one-on-one, 0-on-1, innocence in reflection. So, alright, I'm trying to figure this out. I'll put it on video. I do not understand what he's saying when he writes, don't dot hyphen bracket bracket me speak English dot tone. You're jumping on me with meta you've never given me, okay? It's not grounded here. Again, another two-edged subsumable reward that you are the value to the giver. You're not either, okay? You don't recognize my meta to stand up on it, and then you try and have me read your meta when you never regarded mine and the ground I'm standing on. You never brought the time. You're not, and now you want me to tune into your meta? Why? What for? You only care that you slam people. That's what he says. S-L-A-M. You're lying on the lamb, L-A-M. You put me on the lamb because you jacked off to toft. And it's hyphenated, and there's nowhere for me to honestly stand. You jackass, nail son, screwed, and sold the screw to who asked would. Hyphenated. Alright? Go get on your own frame and doft so you can stand tall. For no reason, everyone there's a bigot and stupid ass sot. Okay? Go self-congratulate yourself all you want over there. What is this? Dot, slam people. Yeah, well, I don't really know about your ascot, but I don't, do I keep this? Do I mark on it? Or do I just be like, hey, I made a notation here. You're a jackass. Replay this at any time you think that you can grow a brain on your own time. Can't do it without me, it would seem. So I'm learning that you can, I'm starting the video again, that you can that you can hide the user's comments. So or report abuse, whatever. I'm choosing to hide the user's comments so he can jack off on me in secret and see if he enjoys that as much. I personally think he's just trying to get a platform while he can sequester other jacked-offs to look at this at a glance who are not really invested in value, and that they will jack off also 2 by 2. Like, that's dabble babble when you look at me when you're just really dabble babble. And so I don't think you're going to get a big thrill out of commenting on me if you don't have a public forum. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try that. You get hidden. What else? Seal of approval. I don't think you're cute enough to have around. Nothing personal. I cut cute. Minnow. Ask a minnow. So, what else? You're not going to give out my name, seal of approval, and not give out yours. So let's look at seal of approval. Seal of approval, also has come up with just like it looks like I don't do a whole lot. It is jacked off. So, oh, oh look. So Q&A, seriously, woman, stop while you're behind. You are so pathetic. Who do you think she's talking to? Oh, now I understand why you ended up harboring a convicted child molester. You are pathetically bitter and socially unacceptable. I'm going to help you. PU. I'm going to put your comments on the website. So you're going on Rich Rote's frame. Your comments, we've already discussed that he's going to take his frame as a man is going to take jacked offs. I'm going to take honor. And it's your test date. You're being jacked offed. You get to go to Rich Rote's frame. And that's where you're going to stay. So essentially, I'm trying to divest myself from having to write on an ad so that I can be presently had, as I always have been. But apparently, you men can't see that unless I drag a nad with me. So I've towed one, and he can do what he wants with it, as can you. But you jacking doffed on me, it's already been discussed. You're going onto his framework and fretwork, which is conceivably, you're just illustrating what I've already said. It is frame and doffed. So, what else? We are always going to hide your comments. I think, is that right? You know, do you guys want to look at this? I don't think, I mean, do I have, what, if I don't leave them, then I'm not showing what I'm commenting to. So, and I'm speaking a forked tongue language, so please understand when I'm putting hyphens, you get your dues, your dud dudes, and I get my virtue for you presenting who you would speak to, thief and through. So I'm not opposed with leaving it, but you know, some of this jumping around, like Cursell going to the bicycle girl and using my sussing, it only makes sense. Who would go to my remote little video? Because my videos are not trying to garner attention by showing you tits and ass and fake lips and how I highlight my with my makeup. Okay. There's really the barest bones of staging here, and it's called lifestyle. And that's about it. I'm doing my thing. I have tea. I go to work. I look at jackasses who wonder why I'm upset. That's all they can bring. And yet they sing. Yeah, funny little tune makers. No, I think I'll leave what's gone up, but so we'll leave Q&A still. Yeah, so she's dabbling all over the place. So she's on the bicycle doffed, on the BC calling, on the wanna be Beaver, probably a maverick. I can't see the whole. So she's on 3 different of my videos. What can I say? You're not presenting your real name, and this is not fair, air, and squaring. So I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of fit. you're welcome to come see the lice I have contained in a glass. It's still living. It's nothing like it on the books. Whatever you read online, lice aren't supposed to live more than 2 days off of a host. Lice eat the blood of your head. They make a blood meal of your scalp. I would show that to you in honor of that's what you would keep prout. P-R-O-W-E-T. Without a face, A-D. And without the means to produce, I-T. What else? What else can I tell you? What else can I tell you? You want to be a pest stone on me? Because you think I'm preventing you from just being? That's why you're a nit, N-I-T, and that is why you're not putting your name here and your face, and you have a whole background of just being. And recapitulating every step you take. Thoughtfully, tooth. The Grace Stead, date 8. All right? Interesting quips. You're not legitimate. You're not leg, IT, time, me, mate. Sorry. You can't reproduce my pate, my plate, my love, my reason as desire even in life to do 0 of. You can't actually even reproduce my zeitgeist, my spirit of the times in being in touch with someone divine. Need, L-E-Y-E-T-H-I-N-E-D. So you're not doing these things, nor can you, nor do you want to. So you're approaching me as a pest so you can piss me off because you brought no face value. Yet you're presuming as you're marking on me that you are the value. You are not the value. Bring your fucking face and face it, AD. I will hold you off forever. I don't care if I fucking lose my fucking uterus and everything and never have fucking sex. You're not getting in this way. If that video frozen, that had quotations around it. So you leave me with a couple of options. If you're going to keep pestering me, I can do nothing, and there, you have your hyphenated day. Because I'm going to ass kick you. If I ever find a fucking way to turn your anonymity on you, personally, I will ass kick you. And we'll just frog march you every fucking step of the way. You put some pestilence on me for no reason, you can expect to get it back in measure. You do not have a meta. You're here because you're vain, V-A-I-N. And that is the only way you can think for no reason to supply your gain for no reason. Thief end. What else? I have many notes to do, so I'm going back to those websites. I'm going back to where you posted on me. I'll be posting on you. You could stay anonymous because you've already screwed the you to dudes, all hyphenated, to pursue your lust of T-RUT-H-D-oft. So let's just understand this. You do not have the character to do what I'm doing. You do not have the honor. You do not have the truth. You do not have the honest conviction. You have no honest or essential emotional value of anyone. I imagine you're here anonymously to get away with it because you know you're bullshit. And I am more than happy to have you face it. So just know you doing this anonymously, yeah, if I get the opportunity to turn that on you and force feed it back to you, I will. While I still have things that I can add to your bullshit can do, hyphenated, again, I can withstand, but I'm not getting to what I was going to do because you feel that you need to bump priority by being the ump. Because you can see what I do. Yes, and I get hit by a double-edged standard of no man that can produce among you ho-doft. So I'm not being transparent enough, or I am being transparent enough so you can sequester your ego ought-by-got. Okay. To hyphen doff. Oh, siphon doft, hyphen doft. Asswipe hype. Doft. Okay. Your smarmy doff smile, you know, the whole fucking bit. You don't have value to represent tit. And I'm never going to let you forget it. And I'm pathetically bitter and socially unacceptable. Well, here's the current trend you're not listening to as you grasp for straws out your fucking ass when you ask 2x2, and that's who you're actually thinking of. Okay, and thus we have a government to go of the love that's hyphenated that you throw out. I would have. Well, as long as you would have, you never have to be accountable. And that's what you're not getting about tit. Tit is present. Present, prescient, client, all in one, THR. Tone, hone, roan, own, throne. Okay? So I'm going to take this one where you put the on that. Now I understand why you ended up harboring a convicted child molester. You are pathetically bitter and socially unacceptable. Did I get that with the right intonation? We're going to here's the thing, Q&A again has no subscribers. And I bet that probably says your turn. Look, jackass, you know, fill in the blank, whatever. I put myself in this position to not be someone that you would recognize as a celebrity because I don't want value for no reason. So I put myself in a very low-key position for a reason so that I can see you thief-end. So that I can see you for who you are, not you looking at my image and delivering by catering for no reason. Okay? So I really don't know what to say. You're really just supplying what I've already said. You have no honor to make. You have no character. You have no spiritual value to lend. You have no spirit of the times. You have no meta. You're not earnest. You're actually not rational nor stable. You're not doing your own time. I am. And you're asking thiefin, can do, thiefin on my framework and fretwork. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel sorry for what you want when it's your fiction for no reason, your ego hyphen OT got toffed. All right? I think that one needs to go in the can. Because now you're pulling Richard Yiko into that. And your fictional substitute of commenting on me without representation doesn't work here. I can make it work for me to a degree, but when you bring it into other people that I have brought into my keep, and yes, I can pardon if they want to, and you can't. And there's nothing you can do about that because you're hyphenated and you're persisting. I'm taking your comments off. So let's take that one down too. The one that seriously, you're so pathetic. Stop while you're behind or ahead, whatever. You're supplying no contingency to actually have provided accountability to using your fucking eyeballs to supply awareness. So you can't just take a slice of my life and think that you know anything about it when I've supplied several years online. And I'm doing what I'm doing for a reason. And if you don't follow it, one can subsume you do not want to, is what it amounts to. Okay? So if you do not want to know how I got here and how I'm doing what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and as I'm talking it out, as I'm always doing it, or writing, that is your fiction that you, of your nail, that you're still desiring for no reason to pursue thief end. Your anonymity for no reason to still be a pestilence on me, or to cast aspersions on someone who has put another bad mark on someone else, you are sustaining the container doff-to-toot-toff for no reason, because you're a thief, and you're only seeking the position to point the finger so it doesn't get pointed back at you. That's all you're doing. You know what you're doing, okay? As doffed. You know what you're doing. You're smart enough to seek bi-g-0. So you can thief and doffed. I don't know, because you do not want to know. And that's not go odd enough. And it's not good enough. It's good enough. E-n-d O-u-g-h-t. Do or enough. Okay. It's not good enough to endow the dough height to the time, to the people that brought the time. So, yeah, look, if my hunches are right about Bicycle Girl, she's the one doing Q&A here, or someone associated or not, the heh, that sounded kind of herky-jerky. Who does heh? Except a perv, honestly. Come on, who does that? I'm trying to think. God, wasn't The Simpsons? Who are the ones before that? You know, the characters, they're all kind of... wasn't Simpson? I don't know. Anyway. Hey, Cornholio! Cornholio! That one. That comic. Okay. Those guys can do person doing that online, I'm like, that's herky jerky. Makes me think it's the persona of Bicycle Girl, perhaps. I don't know. But it is someone I would think affiliated with her because she can't get her back, and all she could do is be spiteful in her tact. Well, I know that. She ran me with a bicycle. So then we have Carcel commenting on me about I'm slamming people that I don't know. I was present and you have never been. Okay? It's a load of tripe, T-R-I-P-E hyphen. um, that you're adding stripes on your hyphenated tripe. That you think you could take a slice of my life and judge it on your hand-doffed as handout of hyphenated time. I don't know what to say beyond that. If you're going to remain anonymous, you do understand I don't have a way to screw you to your ID, your identity, and make you aware its value openly that you're doing on me. So, thus, we can see the reason why I am and have been talking about designing my own money, even for my own framework, to show tear weight. People with waves, with abs that H have. So, which is basically you're boning up to present yourself as your present prescient client as weld. It's doing no different than what I'm doing. I just have extended viewing because I've put my time out here on the line for years. So you can consult any of those websites you want to. You can see the organic growth. You can't presume value that you're not giving an ear to, that you're not desiring to be near to, okay? Now, in that I know Bicycle Girl's mug, you know, she's not going to be able to fake her way into my time by presenting her face to me. I have spite too. I'm pretty pissed. I've given time all my fucking life because I think it through even to be present among you that want to. And I'm always misread by jackass presumptions who think that he has lent his time for my fucking head to bow down to his ROWE that wed doffed, that would weed so that you could wed doffed again, to supersede, supper and supersede doffed. Yeah, like I said, fucking shrivel your penis, carousel. When it falls off with gangrene and leprosy, send me a picture or present it in person with your face, and I will stop my I will have a hiatus of ranting. Or you could just see, because I reviewed what my ranting was about, was having frustration with working on the internet and uploading my digital advance that you only stand to imp ass. So again, you're taking a slice of life, a slice of my life, and thinking that you can intone on it, you know everything about it, and You have no cause. You have no cause to be present. You certainly have no cause to desire to be fucked, and you have no cause to be fucked. So I don't know what you want to do with your time that would actually afford you what you deserve. You do not deserve my dime. And if Rick Eagle has the nerve to join me, this is not your comeuppance to try and denigrate, because it's all on you. You're still persisting. You're creating the container hyphenated 2x2, and in doing that, you're not providing an honest example. So don't speak of 2 in process and product as if you would, because it's very obvious you would not, because you're standing doffed, and how you get your income is by standing doffed to toot toft for no reason. Down with war, carry a gun, don't carry reason even. Hold your emotions and your convictions for no reason you never gave value even. So you think someone's passing through the gaps where you're creating competition for no reason? You think someone's getting the wrong message? Well, you really can't judge them if you're not giving them the right message. You jacking doffed on me anonymously is not giving the right message. It's saying to fucking every doffed, date rape. D-ate-r-ape you, Carcel, supplied. You can see Q&A, maybe someone you know, is using your same words, calling me pathetic as well. See that? See how it works, jackass? It's nothing. I've already said this is what you're doing. You stand doffed on me so you could call other doffs to date rape as well. You think this is where it starts, or is this your trickle down from Toft for no reason? Down with war, law condones your ID to always restore the sore. That your ego and your God is doffed, and that's all you can produce, doff tone. And you're trying to make me stare as with anyone else. And if I don't stare, doff stares and doff snares, because his money is from your no-name tin, anonymous, and jacked off thief end. You are the sin. You're seen in. SCENE hyphen INN hyphen. Give me some legitimate facial value recognition to work with. Let me into your life and I'll start letting you know what I really think with traction, as then I take it to the market. I'm going to repeat that because I'm starting the video. You can jacked off on me, but I'm going to hide your comments unless I want to subscribe and upload more content through your hide. If you're just giving me anonymous there, I'm going to put it back into the ethers to be aware. This is the dynamics of jacked off. Please notice the anonymity, okay, by God, and understand on the other end how you're lending that. And what else? Someone on the other end might be pissed off you're wasting my time as you fuck around with your ego that isn't really sound. One-on-one? Nope, didn't happen. So, what else? Yeah, I'm going to be taking your comments down. I can either trash them or I can hide them. So we'll see how you feel about having a forum where you do not have an audience. That much I can discern I can do on YouTube. I don't know much about it. I've not been into blocking comments before. It seemed most people were smart enough. Really gets you that I'm talking to Rick Eagle. You gotta be, here's the stakes. You're bullshit, and unless you give the time to date. That's it. No more false conviction. You didn't bring value, you brought nitwit. So you could be doff it. And you know that, carousel. You lust in trust. Okay? What do I know about Spite Girl? She's thought about, she knows about my comments. I'm not putting up with this shit online with Anonymous, though. Meaning, go ahead, keep doing it, but I think I know who's doing it. I get your mug, it's going on my frame. And then you can pay me to update it, that you have a different vein, V-E-I-N. Honestly, I don't know why you ask if I have friends. That's like an old sort of insecure school dig. You don't have friends. Yeah, you know what? I have a brain. And some people appreciate it. You know what appreciate is, right? You add to it. So let's not ask our questions in vain. V-A-I-N. Video. This is for you, Carcel. Remember it. It's fucking bent. And you are not beautiful and you're not pretty. To the misspent scent. E-N-T. Eyes, ears, nose, throat. In case that video froze up, that was a picture. That was me and my middle finger, the one that's bent. The one that has mallet. It's a mallet finger. Basically, what it means to be a woman in this current hyphenated marketplace is no matter what I do, I'm wrong. I'm not transparent enough, yet I can be natted on for not providing sufficient transparency for the idiot Carcel who doesn't use his eyeballs to sell. Love. What else? You know, I don't get to be right. There's only one thing that I get to be right about, and that's the time. And none of you a-nd-0f-s have brought tits. There you go. I am only right about one fucking thing, and that I am the time. And I have no apology because I am the head that you D0-D-E. You owe me a 0 because I am the 0 on 1 even. Dove into my own ass. Pulled it right fucking out and threw it in front of me again. I am my own meta. M-E-T-A. Thanks. Thanks for being alive. It's the only earnest thanks I seem to be able to get in my own time. You can't. It's like when I was an athlete, and I'd get up 5 o'clock in the morning to do my first run. In the summer, before I rode 10 miles to go to one town to take my computer graphic classes, to then ride 10 miles to another town to go to work, then to ride 10 miles back at 11 o'clock at night and fucking do it again. I can't remember if there's, yes, so sometimes there was a running workout to go to the gym, okay? And then I fell asleep on one of my morning runs under a lamplight. During my run, I fell asleep and I crashed and I had torn holes in my gloves and was sleeping under the light at the lamplight on the road, 5 in the morning. You have never been there with me. You don't know what it takes to do that. Okay? You jacking off on me. Which hat do you want me to put on that you would have glorified me, that you would have clapped for me, that you would have appraised me? And I'm saying, I don't want it from you. That's why I don't do those things. But I have done those things, and having that back in my past, that fortitude that you did not supply my motive ever. You jacking off on me, you're just a wank and yank. You've got a female wank and yank. Goody. You know, what you need to do is go your own way. -t. You've already set your estate and your just state and your egg. All right? Your egg, you've given away, doffed. And it does not bother me. You're weighing doffed on me. I could turn that around by being somebody, but that's not the value I'm seeking from doffed. I don't want doffed on me. I don't want doff tone on me. I don't want doff tone to think he has a part of me. So there, right here. I can repair the heir, and I can repair my own same amens. Even stare. That is the way the shit goes down here. And when you want to supply it, the important part of that is to, when you want to supply it, and you can't get it from anyone else, then you properly recognize my value. That it's never been among you, the Jew, the goo, the showy worthless thing, hyphenated 2 by 2, to get you 2 by 2. You have no opinion to cast aspersions here except to illustrate that you're belligerent and your desire, which is harboring your abuse. Because you don't think it through. And you don't think too.